We are live. We are live. We are go. And my phone is making funny noises. Oh, look at this. Isn't it pretty? This is Twitch Town. Very noisy. Seems to be a lot of stuff going on. A lot of sirens going off. Let me check this. Oh. Once again, that's Twitch telling me I'm streaming. Thank you, Twitch. So what I can see here is it's 7 a.m. in the morning, which is why the streets are quite busy. You can see down here this particular part. I don't know if this is going to make much difference, but I'm going to join them like that. This is my main big motorway through the center. And at the moment, we have a big demand for all housing. Let me see if I can turn the volume down a little bit. Now it seems to be too low. Anyway. We could do with a few more factories, it says. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't seem to get a handle on the audio of the game here. It's always fucking too loud. No matter what I do, it's loud. See, I turned the volume down, but it just doesn't seem to have any impact on the game. Kind of almost tempted just to mute the fucking sound. I'm gonna go to the settings and just I mean, look where they're down. They're really I can't get much lower, but you see what I mean. I don't know what it's like on the stream, but to me it's just really loud. There seems to be no way of getting this, no control over volume. You either have it loud or you have it off. And the music of The Sims is nice, but right, let's leave it at that. So I wanted to quickly put a couple of more factories in. And like I said before, all I really want to do here is build an electronics empire. So I'm just waiting for these beautiful but dirty buildings to become upgraded to a higher tech level, and then I can start my electronics business. But what I was going to say is I'm making 10,000 an hour. It's funny how if you kind of design these cities slowly, I think. See, the music is just getting louder by itself. This is so fucking crazy. I have the volume practically turned off. Look at that. The volume is down to 0. And yet it just keeps creeping up. I can do a research project here as well. What's this one? Concentrated solar array. The solar farm. I'm not interested in any of those. Let's see, so how are we doing for the electronics? We're still waiting for that one more place. Yeah, maybe we can add in some public transport. Then I'm gonna need some of these. People may want to go to work. Oops. That'll do. Now what I need to do, where is it? I need to put some buses in. Get 3 buses with each of these. Let's put that's quite a lot. So actually the The sun is out today. That's another good thing about this game. The weather really changes. I don't know if it follows some kind of a seasonal thing, but this is kind of the first time I've had clear skies. Because for most of my playing here, it's been raining grey. That's a nice view. Take a picture. Yeah, I'm happy with that big center avenue. I should have probably done another one across. Oh, we've got another upgrade. What can I get this time? Guess we can get the sign. I've already got the education and the utilities. Don't really want finance. I don't think we should need these bigger buildings. I hope not. We've got transport and tourism. Transport. Regional access passenger train station. Let's do the transport. That's going to be useful. Yeah, look at this road here. The way it's standing now, it's a pretty good town. The traffic is flowing very well. People are happy enough. I think most people have jobs. Workers, there's thousands of extra jobs. And shoppers, there's unsold goods, which means that there's no unsatisfied shoppers. Industrial freight. There's, yeah, you could do with a few more factories. And students, well, as far as I can see, they're all being educated, and there isn't any. Is there a thing? There is no homeless people. That's the history. And this is the population wealth. Wow. It's nearly all low wealth. Nearly all. I've lost my I've lost my mouse. Damn. How does that happen? How does your mouse disappear? Oh, damn. Fucking hell. Has this ever... I think this may have happened before. I can't get off the... I'm gonna exit the main menu. Wow, I've lost my... I don't know why I've lost my... I guess I have to quit and go back. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna have to look up how that happens. The little arrow from your mouse disappears, so you can't really navigate anything. Says we've dropped 21% of the frames. 21% of the frames. %. Compressor. Okay, compressor. I don't know what that's going to do. Well, I can see my mouse again. I vaguely remember that happening a few years ago as well, when I was looking at the details on that same part. So I shan't bother going into this thing here again. Right. This is the way we had ourselves looking, and I was admiring the road. Let's go full speed for a bit, because I really want to I want to get those high-tech businesses up and running so I can start the electronics. Did notice that I've gotten kind of an awful lot of low wealth. Guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Everybody seems happy. I guess this goes to show too that you you can run a town pretty well in SimCity without having to build up various industries or tourism, or use the Omega or whatever. You can do quite well just by using the taxes I'm making. It's like the taxes I'm making, and also I guess I'm still doing some coal. Students in class 0. It's cool here that these big buildings have become high tech, because they were the worst polluters. They're so cool, the factories. Look at this one. I mean, you can almost see inside. What's this? Oh, that's part of the university, right? When I get the electronics working, I may try and increase the land value around and see if I can get some nice shiny buildings in this area. Although I do like the look of these buildings. To me, they've got a nice realistic look. I don't know how you can't really compare this game to City Skylines. I mean, look at the graphics in this game compared to the graphics in City Skylines. Yeah, these are apartments, right? This is all a pretty poor it's a pretty poor town here, which will hopefully become a lot more wealthy in the future. Starting to have trouble now with the traffic as well. See, this is the problem when you don't really do the business with the roads, which I haven't here, because, well, I can upgrade them to high density, but to be honest, I think what they really need is the large avenue thing. having a problem with power, really? Wow. Is the coal running out? Should I put something? I'm going to need a lot more power anyway for the a lot more power when I put in the electronics, so I'm gonna oops. Look at all the hate. This is going to accept global deliveries of crude oil. That should keep things happy. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do here is really going to be a bit difficult. I'm gonna bulldoze all the roads down this side, which I know seems terribly awful, but I want to do a that's okay. I want to put a huge big high density avenue. This one. If we can kind of get it where we're not there we go. And then the buildings should all come back pretty quickly, really. One of the things you should never be afraid to do in SimCity is always be prepared to knock stuff down to build some new stuff, you know. In order to create, you've got to destroy. And okay, I've lost a lot of buildings and some money and everything, but you'll see they'll come back. They'll all come back fairly quickly. And this is just going to be, it's going to make the traffic a lot better. I can also do some There you go. Of course, these can be upgraded further, and you can put a tram line down. I think I've created quite a bit of pollution from all that demolition. Surely we've got our yes. Okay, so it's time. And I wanted this area, this big area here is going to be and the only thing about this is over time it's going to actually pollute things quite a bit, but what can you do? So this needs ally and plastic. And we've got our assembly lines here. And a truck. And I think the next thing I gotta do is put in another little I just put one here. And this thing we need ally, plastic, and we need to export processors. Let's give it some trucks. We got to manage what we're doing here, so these processors will be exported. And you can see that per 1,000 we get 100,500 simoleons. We're going to import some ally and some plastic. The importing is obviously gonna drop this money quite a bit. Out of resources, are we? Oh right, these are out of resources. Well, that's fine, it's because I've just started. That's fine. Now, how about I put a bus stop here and here? Bring people to work. Look at these little guys going to work. This is the beauty of this, the detail. All this area is going to be filled with the resources they need. And then you're going to see these things turning and moving around, and little boxes. There they are. This is going to start moving when they start making the processors. So I've got all my little guys Look, on the roof and everything, doing all the work to get this place operational. These guys have all come from the university because they're highly trained, highly skilled. That's so cool. But the expenses, of course, you're using products that I'm not producing myself, and they're going to have to be delivered here. So that's going to, you can see the money's going to drop. Let's go into the trade map. This is another great thing about this. There are so many different maps, layouts, whatever, I don't know what you call this, that show you what's going on, you know, on the various different types of industry. You have one here for oil, for instance, if there was oil, or coal. I've got the coal thing over here. So this shows you the whole coal business. You've got another one. Oh, there it is. That's the other trade depot. Anyway, I'm looking at electronics. Where is it? Well, I'm just looking at the trade. Oops. So here we see this is a delivery of plastic, I believe. And he's going to deliver the plastic to the trade depot. No, he's not. He's going to deliver the plastic directly to the factory. That's a surprise. I thought he would deliver it here and then they deliver it to the factory. That is what he's doing. I think that driver was a bit lost or drunk or something, but that's more like it. He delivers it to the trade depot. And then the guys in the trade depot, come on, deliver it here. They will deliver it to the processing factory. He's gonna go. He's on the wrong side of the road. No roundabouts in Sim City. Where the fuck is he going? Seriously? Well, that is the worst driver. What? Must be some kind of a trade union guy. And he's getting paid by the mileage, so he's kind of milking it. So that's cool. They've got their resources now, so they're going to start making processors. And then the processors will go in here, and then they'll be exported from here out. So that's a really cool map. You can see these guys coming from well, actually he's not coming. He's going off to get more plastic and then he's going to bring it back. Over here, I don't know how much coal is left, but it doesn't really matter. What's the pollution like here actually with the coal? Because we could wow, it's not too, that's not pollution. It's not too bad. It's nighttime. Got a bit of a fire here. excellent. Man, I got a very good fire department. In the old days, when the SimCity came out first, they were notorious for not putting out any fires. Oh, this is a nice kind of lighting setup here. Dull parallax. I know these kind of low wealth buildings, but God, they're really cool. So I've put another big road here, here, and I could probably put another one here. Well, not yet. There's no demand for any commercial, no demand for factories. We have a look at the land value. Where's my bus depot? There it is. Parks. Just thinking of putting a baseball field in. How about a baseball field here? Or here? There. That's just to keep the because this with the high polluting factory has decreased the wealth, so it's just to keep that keep the value a little higher. Are my police people under pressure? Get the feeling, it doesn't seem to be. Anyway, I was going to say I've got loads of money. I don't have loads of money anymore. That's because of the plastic and the ally that I'm in. Oh, fuck. I just... What an idiot. Just press the wrong button completely. I was trying to click on an X to get out of one of those screens, and I ended up turning the whole thing off. I probably will stop the stream in a few minutes, but not till I see some money coming in from the electronics. Come on, SimCity. Damn, that was stupid. Okay. So this is the third time I've turned this on. Okay. Where is my, it's over here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was wanting to click on this, and then I just thought I have to click on the X, and I went up here. How is this doing? We're almost ready for another upgrade in the education. Look at that. Everybody is being educated. That's very nice. That's another beautiful map like that. So these people are not educated yet. Why is that? Is it because the bus is not getting there or something? Don't know. They will get educated, I'm sure. There's plenty of room. But just look at the rest. God, they really like showing this kind of arson attack thing. It keeps coming up. I got a problem with this. Let's do it one at a time. It might make it last longer. How are my baseball pitches? Are they being used? Not yet. And in my... let's have a look at my wonderful factory. Yeah, look at that. They're doing the business down here. Look at that. So how is it doing? Well, I would imagine they've already made some processors. They're probably in here, are they? Yeah. Got some here that need to be taken away. If I do this map again, we'll see that the warehouse is well stocked up with plastic and alloy. That should keep this factory going for quite a while. And here comes the truck. that's going to take the processors to the market. Wow. They're really acting in a bizarre way. There they go. And that's the money there, 100,000. 100,000. What I can do here is kind of max this out. I think, is that it? I'm allowed 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's raining again. This must be a bit like Brooklyn or New York or something. We're up to 68,000 population, and some of the streets are starting to get quite congested. As you can see. What's that noise? So, in order to alleviate some of this, I guess I could start bringing in some public transport. And I probably will do that at some point. Not tonight though. I've just got these little buses, but I could put some more buses. And streetcars. Streetcars actually would be pretty good. Yeah. Pretty busy. Pretty busy. I can't actually do much at the moment because the money is not high enough. It's going to take a while for the processors to make money. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. I love that kind of a view. When I look down at the traffic here, I can really kind of let my imagination kind of make believe that it's a realistic looking city. If you look at the road and the cars, it looks pretty realistic to me when you just concentrate on that part of it. You know, the traffic looks real. All the cars are slightly different colours. The congestion is realistic. The different kind of trucks and things look realistic. That's why, to me, because of the variety as well, this game, if you use your imagination a little bit, it's in some ways it's more realistic than City Skylines. So at the moment it's no demand for anything except more people. And although I want to keep some space for extra factories, because eventually we like to put a computer factory. God, the only thing I've remembered now which is not good is I just remembered that all the water is over here, and this is going to pollute it. That's a pity. When we get more money, if we get more money, I may move this. I may move it down here, maybe. I may clear out this area and move it in here, because that's a bit of a shame. It'll be a bit of a shame to corrupt all this area. I wish I'd thought of that earlier. It's quite expensive, this thing. It's 160 plus about another 150 for the attachments. But I really don't want to pollute this area, so I'm gonna have to do that. So I'm gonna stop. You can do that. It stops the deliveries coming in. Look at this. These are ready to go. I'm going to turn that off as well. So I'm basically shutting down these things slowly. And then over here, I've got the university. Let's see. Whatever is polluted would be, well, I guess it could be here. That would work. So what I need to do, I think, is get rid of this road. What button do I... Oh, fuck's sake. Seriously. Cannot bulldoze, huh? Right, okay. Oh, there's a fire, there's a fire, alright. Just look at these buildings though, fantastic. These are super high tech. As high tech as you can get. Better leave some space. Wow. Well, that's local deliveries on. They're kind of ready to go. And then here I am going to get rid of this and this and put plastic ally and 2 perfect. And then we're gonna import that, export that, okay. Sooner we get rid of the factory from here, the less pollution will cause. It's a shame because I had this thing maxed out. And you can see how slow that's going. Anyway, we've got deliveries off. Here, same thing. We've got this off. What's the story with the processors there for export? Yeah, export, right. Import. But that's off. That's off. I think that's right. That's working. Let's see. I'd like to make this street a big street. Oh, I know that seems quite dreadful. How about, can I do the same here? No. Not quite yet. So what I want to do is, again, if I have the money, is to put in not enough money. How about that? Not enough money to put the... Oh, fuck. Then he goes to there. I don't think there's any point in putting anything here, is there? Can they not? They're not to full density yet. Oops. $5,000. Will that get our street all the way to the bottom? Nope. How are we doing here? Still going. Need to do the same with these streets. Oops. Water. Okay. Shit. I'm kind of surprised. I thought the money would be rolling in when I start doing these processors, but that's not the way so far. I can't even afford to do the water. Can I take a bond of 50,000? Let's do that. Just so that I can, so I can get the water. There you go. Screenshot. Still streaming, but it looks like it might be a very kind of up and down. I've dropped an awful lot of frames. Dear oh dear. Well, from looking at the bit rate on the OBS, I'm not sure it's worth carrying on. It must be laggy as fuck. I can't see the Twitch feed, but I don't seem to be getting more than 500 kilobits. That's not enough. So I shall stop. 1 hour and 11 minutes.